Here we are standing in front of the V8 Sports Sedan M.
The Beast.
Nicknamed The Beast, that's correct. Look, this car here with the mid-mounted engine has a Repco fuel-injected Formula 5000 engine inside. Not sure what Harry was planning with these, but they were a rocket ship with the engine back inside, like the big wide wheels on the back, the big flare kit. It's a really, back in its day, a very smart looking race car. It's got a long history as a V8 race car. This very well logbooked and detailed in all the racing that it's done. So I was fortunate enough to be able to drive this car at Sydney Motorsport Park on Father's Day muscle car weekend when it started, and I remember my first lap down the straight, throttle stuck on. The spring wasn't big enough on the throttle, so I'm trying to get my foot under the throttle. That corner's coming up really fast, and if you have a look, not a lot of brakes. Like, let's face it, it was, yeah, pretty well a rocket ship. Yep. Anyway, we put a big spring on it. The next race I went out and started dicing with a guy in a Mustang, and normally when you start dicing with someone, when you're playing around with someone like this, it's tears. I ended up in the kitty litter with the Mustang. So both of us in the kitty litter. I bent the tray underneath, so we had to panel beat that. Got it out for the next race, for the last race, and a lap from the end, the fuel pump died on it. So yeah, towed back to the pits, but had a lot of fun in it. It makes a lot of noise, and you know, really is a lot of fun. So here we stand today with all our modern day cars and everything. You've got to envy these guys. Way back then, they probably had a helmet that would be legal on a push bike, and they jump in there and they can go play race cars. How good's that? Like, I got to enjoy it a little bit. So once again, what a beautiful little car.
And you made Harry Firth day when you let him go out at Queensland Raceway.
That's another story, yeah. Like,
was he 90 years of age at the time?
He was 90 and he made the national news. He got in there and they said you can do one lap, but he, like Brocky, did two, and he was going very fast in it. So when he came back into the pits, because he had so much arthritis at 90 years of age, it was really hard to get him out. And he brought along, would you believe, his old helmet from back when he raced, the old red helmet. He had that there that day from 1967 Falcon win, and they said, oh, we don't think, Harry, you can use that helmet. And they put a full face on him, and poor old fella, like, that was really hard. Like, it was hard on him, but at the end of the day, it's an important part of the history of this little car, and it was really great for Harry just to see the enjoyment on his face of being able to drive this thing once again.